Hello students, once again I welcome you all to the fourth video lecturing session on financial markets and services. This subject is kept for the final year BBA students of Bangalore North University and Bangalore University as well. So topic of this session discussion is, title of the class, it is financial market. The subtitle of this session is, the content for this session's discussion is merits and demerits of primary markets. So far we have discussed a lot of things regarding primary markets, players of primary markets and everything. So now in this session we are going to learn merits and demerits of the primary markets. So primary market ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನು ಅನುಕೂಲ ಏನು ಅನಾನುಕೂಲ. So we have quick recap on the previous classes that are held so far. So we had learned about SEBI guidelines on the issue of equity shares and debentures. So that is what content that we had learned in the previous class. So we had separate norms for the issue of equity shares and some separate norms for the issue of the debentures. We have studied it. You can go back to the video and memorize it. So we'll move further. So the learning objectives of this chapter has already been read out. So we move further. So session outcome. By the end of this session, you should be able to understand the merits and demerits of primary market. So this is the objective set out for this session. So first, let us move to the merits of primary markets. So primary market acts as a venue of investment to the investors. So among different alternatives of investment avenues like real estate, investment on gold and other opportunities, primary market also serves investors an opportunity to invest in financial instruments of primary market. Then what are the instruments of financial market? Primary market, financial instruments of primary market, they are equity shares, preference shares, debentures, equity shares attached with detachable warrants, preference shares with warrants, American depository receipts, Indian depository receipts, global depository receipts. We have learned in brief in the previous sessions. So primary market provide an avenue of investment to the investors. So the next point we go here is mobilization of savings of individuals and institutions. So of course, be it an individual or an institution, out of its earnings or revenue, it keeps a portion of its revenue aside for meeting several requirements. So individuals and institutions can channelize their savings and retained earnings into profitable and prospective wealth maximizing financial instruments like equities and preference shares. So usually people and organizations keep their portion of earnings to meet certain requirements. That amount can be invested in primary market. So primary market, through primary market, savings can be channelized for productive use. So the third point is channelizing the savings for productive use through primary market. So it means savings provides the means for investments. So typically investments are primarily funded through domestic savings and the rest through foreign capital inflows. Domestic savings are from three sources. They are household savings, private and public sector. So household savings from the largest part of the total savings. So household savings form the largest part of the total savings. So that household savings can be channelized for the productive use of the savings. The next point is source of large supply of funds to start new enterprises. As we have discussed in the previous slides itself, that the primary market, the money raised through primary market shall be utilized for the setting up of a new enterprise or diversification or expansion of the business. So from primary market, persons with technical know-how may resort to promote new ventures which are profit oriented. The new issue market gives them an opportunity to materialize their ideas. Yes, so the Factors of production we have already discussed. To establish a company, the main components are men, material, and money. So the primary market provide men the sufficient money. Okay. The next point is existing companies can expand their activities. This opportunity is provided by the primary market. So companies find their products obsolete, of course. Whenever the companies find their products obsolete, they would like to venture into new areas of production for which they require additional capital. Not only the obsolescence of the products, in order to survive in the drastically changing environment or drastically innovative markets in your business environment, obviously companies need to update their product profiles and features. So for this purpose, companies need additional capital. The new issue market helps them to raise these required funds. So this is one of the merits of the primary market. So another benefit is rapid growth of industries, that is rapid industrial growth. So as the primary market facilitates industries with required long-term capital sources, which enables the industries to expand diversification and other business activities. In this background, primary market promotes the rapid growth of the industries. So main thing is infusion of the capital. So whenever the capital is infused into the industry, automatically economic activities gets to warm up. So by that economy will be in an active mode. So whenever the industries are growing, the economy will be in active mode. So this is one of the direct or indirect function of the benefit of the primary market. The next benefit we have is promotion of the partnership firm into public limited companies or public companies. So be it a sole trading concern or partnership firms, they can be converted into public limited companies or public companies by converting the private capital into public capital by way of dividing the private capital into distributable shares or financial instruments like be it debentures or be it preference shares. So private capital can be converted into public capital. Private ownership can be converted into public ownership. So this is one of the advantage of the primary market. So next part we have is demerits of the primary markets. So a single coin will have always two faces. So just similar to the merits, primary market is also not free from the demerits. It has got its own demerits. So the possible demerits may be possibility of deceiving the investors. So how the investors are deceived may be companies which are not up to the mark and shown window dressed financial statements may enter into primary market, and the investment in such companies will be a huge loss and investors will be deceived. This is one of the possibilities of deceiving the investors. This is one of the demerits of the primary market. The second demerit we have is the possible demerit is no fixed norms for proper project appraisal. So projects should be appraised for very much feasibilities like technical feasibilities, financial feasibilities, and marketing feasibilities. So and for the sake of doing feasibility tests, the appraisal metrics should be investor safety and return reflective. ಸೊ ಏನು ಫೀಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ದು, ಅದು ಏನದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳಕು ಚೆಲ್ಲಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂತಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಂಥ ಆಧಾರಗಳು ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಫೋಕಸಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ. ದುಡ್ಡು ಹಾಕೋರಂಥ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋರ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿನ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ದುಡ್ಡು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅದರಿಂದ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ವ, ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೆಳಕು ಚೆಲ್ಲುವಂಥ ಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಆಧಾರಗಳನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫಿಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಆಧಾರಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳದೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡಿಮೆರಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ನೋ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ನಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ರೈಸಲ್. ಸೊ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ post issue seriousness. So what does it say? It says once the issue is made and money is collected money is collected, companies should make prompt attempt to channelize the money towards the targeted objectives, but the companies may show lethargic attitude and misappropriate the funds collected through the by the ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪಡ್ಕೊಂಡಂಥ ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನ ಯಾವ ಉದ್ದೇಶಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕದೆ ಬೇರೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಹಾಕುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟು ಡಿಲೇ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಯೂಶ್ವಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಕೇಸಸ್ಸು ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಸ್ಟೇಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಲ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಡೀಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜು ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇನ್ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕರ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ರೋಲ್ ಡು ದೇ ಪ್ಲೇ? The possible way of ineffective role, merchant bankers may hype the company profile and motivate the investors to invest in yieldless companies. ಯಾವ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ವೋ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಮೋಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ರಾಂಗ್ ರೂಟ್ಗೆ ಡೈವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ರಾಂಗ್ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಫೋಲಿಯೋ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಚಾನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ demerit of primary market is delay in allotment process. After receiving the application and allotment money, securities may not be allotted in time. ಈ ಡಿಲೇ process ಒಂದು demerit of the primary markets ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Another demerit we have is poor mobilization of savings and hesitancy to invest in shares. ಯಾರು ಹಿಂಜರಿತಾರೆ? So household and illiterates may not come forward to invest in financial instruments as it requires lot of knowledge and procedural formalities. Financial market ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೂಮೆಂಟ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಲಾಭ ಗಳಿಸೋಣ ಅಂತ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೆಲಿಬರೇಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೀರಿ ಲಾಭ ಗಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂತಂದರೆ definitely the investors must have the proper knowledge and full-fledged knowledge on the financial markets. So this is one of the demerit of the primary markets. And last and final demerit we have is uncertainty of increase in the value of the shares in the future. So when new companies make an issue, investors invest based on hopes and advertisement made by the companies, but in future the future growth and prosperity depends on the company's performance, market share of it. ಆ ಕಂಪನಿ ತನ್ನ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ವ್ಯವಹಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ನ ಗಳಿಸಿದೆ, ಆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಶೇರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಅದು ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. ಇಟ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟೆಡ್ ವೆಲ್ ಇನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿಮೆರಿಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ primary market. So here we end up with the second half of the fourth session, that is demerits of primary markets. So we have got some quiz time. So the first question goes like this: who can vote in the board meetings of the company? The options are debenture holders, shareholders, bankers, customers. The right answer is shareholders. So shareholders can vote in the board meeting of the company. So what is being given in return to the debenture holders? Debenture holders investment ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ವ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕಂಪನಿ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ interest, bonus, dividend, salary. So let us know the right answer. It is option A. Interest is given in return to the debenture holders. The third question we have is SEBI a controller of primary market? It is a closed-ended question. We have to say either yes or no. Yes. So SEBI is a controller of primary market. The next question we have is, does primary market trade the existing shares? Again, it's a closed-ended question. ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರೋಂಥ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ನ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇದೆ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ. We have one more question. It is the fifth question. In which account shares of a shareholder maintained or stored? So option A, savings account. Option B, current account. Option D, dematerialized account, that is demat account, and fixed deposit account. That is the answer. It is option C, that is demat account, dematerialized account. In the olden days, companies used to issue the share certificates. In today's era, it is digital era. Shares are being stored in the depositories, that is in a dematerialized format. So this is the source of the input that I have referred to prepare this PPT, and for the sake of content. So thank you. We'll meet you in the next session. Thank you.